Hello guys. Okay, today I'm playing WWE 2K15, the Android version. This version of the game is pretty much different than the console versions because this one it does not feature significant aspects of the original game, such as ladder matches, championship belts, and it goes on. This is pretty much a scaled down version of the console versions. I mean, the graphics, I don't know about you, but for me, they look pretty decent. They're not mind-blowing like GTA 5, but, they do well, so, I like them. The entrances, as I've noticed, are very, very short. Something that threw me off, but maybe this game will offer more. Okay, so I'm playing as John Cena. So as you might have noticed, this game is pretty much different. It doesn't have controls like many Android games. Basically, I have to use my fingers, obviously, but I have to swipe, press, and more. It doesn't have standardized controls like many video games, which, threw me off a little bit because I prefer to using controls, as I believe they offer more gameplay. Oh, so quickly. So even when you're performing finishes, signature moves, it's pretty much different here. You don't just press a button and then you go ahead. You just have it's pretty different. You don't just press a button and then boom. Here it's very different. You still have to put on effort. I basically am swiping right now towards the left, increasing the game's power. Let me pin window to and see. One. So quickly. Well, I love the audience engagement. It's pretty fascinating, I believe. It's not fascinating, but it's pretty cool. Unlike the PSP versions of the game, whereby it's like whenever you pin someone, it's only the referee that's counting. So I will try with another wrestler. The game for me it's pretty okay. It's not really much. It doesn't offer much. I feel like they could have done more with this game. They could have provided more features, like championship belts, different types of mesh types, because we only have 3 mesh types here, the standardized mesh types which we just played, the cage matches, and then no disqualification. That's all. It doesn't really have that much to say provide, which I agree is disappointing, but it is what it is. So okay, so it's Triple H versus Batista. I'm playing as Triple H. Another thing that throws me off is that the game doesn't feature commentary, unlike the normal, games which feature commentary. This one just doesn't. But it's really no surprise to me because I play the PSP WWE games, which, have always not have had commentary. But of course, WWE All Stars offered that, so I guess it's okay. But still, it doesn't feel good, playing a video game without a wrestling video game without commentaries. It's weird. But the graphics, in my opinion, are really, really good. They're not perfect as such, but they're okay. One thing I also don't like about this game is the less availability of arenas. You know, you don't have that much of arenas. It's just WWE Raw, Main Event, SmackDown, and WWE Superstars. It doesn't really offer much. You know, it brings an idea that, you know, the people who were developing this for Android, they didn't really care much. You know, which is pretty sad, you can say, but I mean, it is what it is, unfortunately. I was expecting Batista to do, you know, his signature entrance, but okay. Okay, so here we go. But the graphics, to me, again, I'll say, they really look good, you know, because I'm so used to playing PSP video games that, you know, you get to appreciate such things. I feel like they could have done more with this game. That's what pisses me off, sorry to say, but it really, you know, it really does not make me happy, because they could have added more controls, added different types of monitors, different types of weapons, you know, they didn't do that. All I'm trying to say here is, the game is not that very impressive in my opinion, but you know, it still does its part. It still offers some certain things. I feel like this is a game not to be taken seriously. Like, it's a game that you can play with your friends and families. It's not the game that you can play seriously, you know, with the intention of alleviating your boredom. I don't know if I'm saying this right, but it doesn't feel as if, you know, people who created it had a certain idea as to what is supposed to be done for this game. What can we include to make this video game much more fun? I just believe that they were like, oh, you know what, let's just put this there and we'll just see. You know? Another thing that does not really make me happy is the unavailability of, well, I can say the limited number of superstars. We have like 19, if not 21 superstars in this game, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a pretty spectacular mix of superstars, you know, it's very fun. You know, you have Triple H, you can see, you know, Batista, Randy Orton, so it's pretty cool, you know. The Undertaker, your Sting, you know, it goes on. I mean, they pretty much added superstars who were pretty much solid, but still, you know, it's not really that much. I mean, one would expect this game to be so much better than the PSP games. I mean, this game was, if I remember correctly, the game that would enter WWE 2K games into a new direction, you know, but it just didn't do that, you know. So I'm performing Triple H's signature move, and this set up for the pretty green. Don't like the fact that I have to basically put in effort when I'm performing the finisher, you know, because in the previous games, what you had to do was to beat the wrestler as much as you can, perform taunts, and after that just perform the button that's for the finisher and for the signature, and then you're good, you know. But here it's like, even if I beat that wrestler so hard, I still have to put in effort towards the finisher, and it's not really nice, you know, because you have to swipe, you know, continuously to add power to that finisher. I mean, I guess it's an innovative kind of thing, I gotta give them credit to that, but it's just not that interesting, you know. I just don't like it to do that. I just don't like doing that, you know. It's just pretty annoying to me. Okay, so I'm going to play my last match of this video. I'm gonna pick Bray Wyatt. May so rest in peace. And I'm going to make him face Hulk Hogan. Now I'm going to make him face Hulk Hogan. We're performing on SmackDown. I shut off the music, so the actual game is not like this. You know, it does have actual music. I mean, the character models don't look that fascinating, but they're pretty good. I mean, I've played PSP games through my childhood, so when you play a game like this, it's not that bad visually. So it seems like Hulk Hogan doesn't rip his shirt here, so alright. Another thing that I love about this game is the audience models, you know. The audience, they're very engaging. I mean, they're not very engaging, but, you know, they are pretty cool, I guess, you know, because, you know, in the PSP games, you know, WWE SmackDown vs. Raw, PSP versions to be exact, they're not provided that much detail, you know. They're just there and they don't do much. So here they're pretty much cool, you know. I mean, they're not perfect looking, but they're okay, I guess. Something I also don't like is this disqualification match. The weapons are very, very, very limited, and the way you use them it just seems odd to me, you know. For example, I'm picking up this kind of stick. See, I can't beat Hulk Hogan. And this just goes on and on and on. Check this out. I beat him again, he falls down, he wakes up, I beat him again. You see, it's just, you know, that kind of gameplay just doesn't feel very interesting to me. I just don't like it, you know. It just seems pretty dull to me. The turnbuckles, well, we can access them by swiping towards the designated area, but still, you know, it's very difficult to jump on someone here. You know, it serves as a problem too. So let me pick up this chair. I mean, I just hate the fact that they could have like done more with this game, and they didn't. You know, it's just standardized. It's just normal. They were just like, you know what, we're just gonna do this and that, and that's okay. I just hate that you just can't get out of the ring. You know, you just can't do that. You're basically like stuck. Okay. Oh, so it's okay. That's Hulk Hogan's signature move. I don't know what it's called, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah. Take this, you bastard. This match is pretty much interesting because the other matches, they're not really that challenging in my opinion. You know, it's like when you know the game, when you know what to do, it just becomes much more easy. You don't have any challenges. The difficulty levels are not there, you know. You just beat someone, and I just don't like that. So, you know, the game isn't very challenging in my opinion. It just, the hair instances like this whereby, you know, you actually get a challenge. So I guess that's something to see. can perform his swing. Put up for the sister. Sister Abigail. Okay, let me pin him. 1, 2, 3, and just like that, I win. You know, I mean, it's alright. You know, the game, but you know, it will bore you. I think it's much more fun when you play this game with your friends, your family, because it also has the multiplayer aspect of it. You know, via Bluetooth. I'll show you just now. Okay. Sorry. Yeah, so this is the multiplayer which you can play via Bluetooth to connect with your friends, your family, and so. And then this is the training, which will basically tell you and assist you as to what must you do in order for you to basically get the basis of how to play this game. You know, but the thing that really, you know, did not make me feel good was the controls. I gotta say it again, it's not really nice, you know, because I'm preferred to having controls that would guide me as to how I beat a wrestler. You know, I believe that buttons, they provide more freedom to say, you know. I mean, the game was done very well, you know. I can't criticize it that much. I'll give it a mixed review, you know. It's not really epic, I can say. Definitely not the greatest game of all time, but I mean, it's alright, I guess. You know, it just depends on who's playing it, and then I guess it also depends on your imagination. But to me, it just doesn't give it. It just doesn't have that feel. You know, it's just a normal video game to me, and I guess that's fine. I don't know. Anyway, I'm Gabriela, and I've been playing WWE 2K15, the Android version. If you like this video, please subscribe for more, as I will be posting more game related videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.